The Instagram version of startups is all about teams working happily together to make something wonderful.
Now, if this was the case, there would be no need for lawyers to get involved, or for founders' agreements to get written, or for contracts to get signed.
The truth is that founding a company and investing in a startup can get really, really personal. One of the many places where it gets personal and blows up startups is the cap table.
Welcome to the latest installment of Startup Law. My name is Alexandra Andhoff from the Faculty of Law at the University of Copenhagen.
And I'm Nick Houghton from Think Legal Tech. Today, if you haven't guessed, we're talking about cap tables. Alex, what's a cap table?
A cap table, or capitalization table, is a spreadsheet or table that shows the equity capitalization for a company. Who has how many shares, what types of shares, possibly convertible equity, and thus who ultimately can decide which direction the company goes.
So basically, a cap table shows who owns how much of what and under what terms and conditions.
Exactly. Usually the more people you ask for money, the more complicated your cap table gets. And that can lead to trouble.
Yep, because people have opinions and they want to have a say.
When designing the cap table at the beginning for a capital-invested startup, you need to think of at least 2 to 3 rounds of financing, where in each round you will sell around 20%, give or take. So do your math and make sure that it leaves you somewhere you want to be.
Yep, cap tables, they can get especially tricky when some investors want more rights or special rights. And sometimes investors want more voting rights or they want a veto.
Other investors might want the right to invest in future rounds at the same valuation they invested in initially.
Others might want to maintain voting rights equal to their initial stake, even though they don't invest in the following rounds.
Indeed, sometimes these requests are justified, but sometimes not so much.
Yeah, and it almost always causes problems when they get their way and get these rights.
It can get pretty complex, and you might end up with too many people to align with. However, we don't talk about a problem without giving a solution. So an idea is to organize the smaller investors, like friends, fools, and family, into SPVs to be represented by one person.
SPV.
Special Purpose Vehicle. Basically, you group them all together and make them choose one person to represent them all.
Got it. Key takeaway. Think ahead. That's easy to say, hard to do. So, in this case, do the following. Ask yourself how your current cap table will affect your ability to raise your next round and the round after that.
Which current investors will cause problems, which will help, and which will do nothing but not get in the way.
Take note of those former and act on those problems. And hey, if you need it, ask for help.
I'm Alexandra Andhoff from the Faculty of Law at the University of Copenhagen. And if you want to know more, check out my book, Startup Law.
Absolutely. And I'm Nick Houghton from Think Legal Tech. Thank you. Oh, and use the comments to share any resources you may have with the community.